Good day to one and all. Something a little bit different today. Some a very old school figure and a very modern figure. Okay, what we have here is, this is dates from the early 1970s. This is a Hinchliffe figure of Major General Hill. No, was he a Lieutenant Major? Could be a Lieutenant Major. Anyway, this is Hill. This is from Hinchliffe Models, which dates, yeah, early 1970s. When you used to have separate reins, yes, got to attach them on. Very old school. Not a bad figure. Needs a bit of adjustment to fit, I think, on the horse. Right, that's that one. And also, this is a Perry Miniatures figure of General Major General Halkett, was it? Halkett from the Perrys, so quite a modern figure. Well, there's two British generals, and the reason is I'm going to paint them both. I'm going to do them both in a modern style. To show, well, to show how good the old figures look and how good the new figures are, basically. So I'll do an update. I'll do a few little updates as I paint them probably, and I'll just make one video of the whole thing, so there should be an update coming very shortly. Okay, the figures are now primed and based, and well, as you can see, I've done the base coat on the horses because I forgot to film when I'd primed them, but there you go. Anyway, shows up a bit more of the detail now. I've attached the reins to the Hinchliffe horse, a little fiddly, but I think they look quite good actually when you compare them to the huge reins that you get on sculpts these days. They certainly look more realistic. So yeah, you can see a little more detail. The light is not very good today, unfortunately. There are heavy snow clouds which give a very strange light. So it might not come out that clear. But anyway, there we go. A little tip for anybody who struggles with attaching riders, metal riders to metal horses. I always use a little blob of green stuff. Green stuff is an epoxy putty, which is of course why sculptors use it so much. And the good thing about it is, like on this figure, there was quite a gap on the leg, between the leg and the saddle, the lower part of the leg and the saddle. So the green stuff when you push the rider down on there, the green stuff will push out, and then you just sculpt a little bit, and it fills in the gaps nicely. I always think it looks a little bit better. Not so important on the Hinchliffe figures because the saddle is attached to the rider. So you're just putting the saddle down on the horse, but you can still use the green stuff. And it'll stick as good as any glue. And probably better actually. Always make sure though that the metal surfaces are clean, that there's no talc from the moulding still on the metal. Right, I'll do another video, if I remember, when I finish the horses. Right, see you in a second. Right, horses are now more or less complete. That's not working. Right, yep, the horses are now finished. Let me put a bit more light on it. Is that better? Maybe. Not very clear. That's the horses all done. I try to do them pretty much the same. Right, and then now we get on to the fun part. Right, I've done the base coat on the figures, on the riders I should say, and I've given them a wash, so they look pretty dull. There we go. We're gonna, yeah. Right. I shall start the highlighting and bring them to life. Okay, they are done. Where we focus? The light's a bit better today, but it's not showing the colour up very well, I don't think. I'll put some photographs on at the end that'll show them up better, I think. Yeah, that's the Perrys, and this is ye olde Hinchliffe from the 1970s, which, a 50-year-old figure I don't think is too bad. Obviously when you compare the two together, no competition, but I do like the old Hinchliffe figures. I've got quite a few. I might do something similar again. Right, I put a few photographs up.